Buying furniture for your business can be full of compromises, confusing choices, and little support. National Business Furniture is here to change all of that. We believe that every business deserves furniture that lasts, service that cares, and a partner who gets it at a budget that works. At National Business Furniture, that's our commitment to you. Find the right furniture for you and your team at National Business Furniture. Visit nbf.com and use promo code POD10 to save 10% now.
Have you ever been stuck on a weight loss plateau, trying everything and anything you can to lose that extra weight and reach peak health? We've all been there, but Noom's unlocked the secret to reaching the mountaintop. Go in micro. The Noom GLP-1 microdose program starts at $99 and is delivered to your door in 7 days. Start your microdose GLP-1 journey today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com. Noom. Micro changes, big results. Noom GLP-1 RX program involves healthy diet, exercise, and support. Individual results may vary. Meds and personalization based on clinical need. Not reviewed by FDA for safety, efficacy, or quality. No affiliation with Novo Nordisk Inc., the only U.S. source of FDA-approved semaglutide. Not available in all 50 U.S. states.
On today's Smart 7, tensions rise ahead of Islamabad peace talks. The UK accuses Russia of submarine spying and much more. It's Friday, 10th of April. It's National Siblings Day, and happy birthday, Daisy Ridley.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
There was more mixed messaging on Thursday over the ceasefire between the US, Israel and Iran ahead of Friday's peace talks. Iran has continued to insist that the ceasefire must include Lebanon, where Israel has continued to strike what it says are Hezbollah targets, as the death toll from this week's strikes rose to over 300. US President Trump has said Israel will scale back attacks, and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is prepared to start talks but not cease strikes. UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper says the priority needs to be reopening the crucial Strait of Hormuz.
No country should be able to hijack those international shipping transit routes in the way that Iran has. That's why it's so important. We have this international cooperation to keep up the pressure.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer has been meeting with Britain's Middle East allies and working on a coalition to open the strait, but Iran has refused to engage until there is a ceasefire in Lebanon. Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Saeed Khatibzadeh says the US needs to make a choice.
You cannot ask for a ceasefire and then accept terms and conditions and name Lebanon, and then your ally just start a massacre.
The UK's Defence Secretary held a press conference on Thursday to announce that the Royal Navy has uncovered a covert operation by Russia centred around critical underwater cables. The cables carry data which includes about 90% of the UK's internet traffic, and any attack on them or pipelines would be a serious incident. The operation, which involved a Russian nuclear-powered Aquila-class submarine and 2 smaller spy subs, was interrupted by British warship, the HMS St Albans and Merlin attack helicopters. John Healey had a stern warning for the Russian president.
And to President Putin, I say, we see you. We see your activity over our cables and our pipelines. And you should know that any attempt to damage them will not be tolerated and will have serious consequences.
The Russian embassy in the UK has denied Healey's claims. There was a warning too for the US from Ukraine's President Zelensky, who says they have evidence that Russia has been helping Iran with target selection, but that when it comes to drones, Ukraine will stand with the US.
We are allies. And I think that American people have to understand we are allies. You're allies in Europe. And when now the war doesn't have distance, when the drones already attack you in thousands of kilometers, not hundreds, it's about thousands already.
We've got just under a month until the local elections take place in England, and if you haven't registered to vote, you only have until April 20th. Thursday saw the Green Party officially launch their election campaign with a focus on housing and a proposal to introduce rent controls in London. After their historic by-election win in Gorton and Denton, which gave them 5 MPs, party leader Zach Polansky is keen to replicate that performance with seats across the country. He also called for the government to do more to stop Israel behaving like a rogue state, but his focus was on what he sees as a race between the Greens and Reform for council seats.
The battle lines are drawn. This election is between the Green Party and the Reform Party. It is a straight-up battle between hope and hate.
Thursday night saw a sudden and unexpected appearance by US First Lady Melania Trump at a podium in the White House. She proceeded to make a highly unusual speech about Jeffrey Epstein and called for a congressional investigation into the disgraced financier and sex trafficker. She said it was time to let the victims' voices be heard, but also made multiple denials that she was an Epstein victim or that she had any kind of relationship with him or associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who she referred to only as Maxwell. It's not clear what inspired the appearance, but there was plenty of online speculation that a major story is about to drop.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro. McIlroy makes a good start at the Masters and Elle Fanning shares some sisterly love right after this.
Buying furniture for your business can be full of compromises, confusing choices, and little support. National Business Furniture is here to change all of that. We believe that every business deserves furniture that lasts, service that cares, and a partner who gets it at a budget that works. At National Business Furniture, that's our commitment to you. Find the right furniture for you and your team at National Business Furniture. Visit nbf.com and use promo code POD10 to save 10% now.
Have you ever been stuck on a weight loss plateau? Trying everything and anything you can to lose that extra weight and reach peak health? We've all been there, but Noom's unlocked the secret to reaching the mountaintop. Go in micro. The Noom GLP-1 microdose program starts at $99 and is delivered to your door in 7 days. Start your microdose GLP-1 journey today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com. Noom. Micro changes, big results. Noom GLP-1 RX program involves healthy diet, exercise, and support. Individual results may vary. Meds and personalization based on clinical need. Not reviewed by FDA for safety, efficacy, or quality. No affiliation with Novo Nordisk Inc., the only U.S. source of FDA-approved semaglutide. Not available in all 50 U.S. states.
Welcome back. Thursday night saw Europa League and Conference League quarter-final action with Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa, along with Crystal Palace, all facing European opposition. It was a pretty good night, with Aston Villa winning 3-1 in Italy against Bologna, while Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 away with Porto. In the Conference League, Crystal Palace were at home to Italian side Fiorentina and got a comfortable 3-0 win. Thursday also saw the Masters Golf get underway at Augusta as the race for this year's Green Jacket began. Reigning champion Rory McIlroy had a strong first day, finishing on -5 and sharing the lead to his delight.
I couldn't have asked for much more. Especially after the way I started. Honestly, I'm very even more pleased with the first 7 holes, playing those in even par. Hopefully I hit a few more fairways tomorrow and give myself a few more chances.
Elle Fanning is pretty busy at the moment. She's just had the red carpet premiere for her new show Margot's Got Money Troubles, and she has another movie in the works which is set in World War II called The Nightingale. Margot's Got Money Troubles tells a very modern tale of a struggling young mother who starts an OnlyFans and is suddenly wildly successful. It also stars Nicole Kidman and Michelle Pfeiffer and is about to drop on Apple TV. Elle was more excited about her next movie, though, The Nightingale, which will be the first time she's ever worked alongside older sister Dakota.
Honestly, because we grew up playing pretend together and make-believe and doing scenes when we were kids, just in our living room. And so it actually just felt like that, which was a real full circle moment.
If you were a big fan of Schitt's Creek, you probably already know that co-creator and star Dan Levy is back with a new show. It's called Big Mistakes, and once again he's created and stars in the series, and early reviews suggest he could have another big hit on his hands. The show focuses on a brother and sister, with the sister played by Taylor Ortega and their nervous mother played by Laurie Metcalf, who you may remember from Roseanne. Levy plays a gay pastor who finds himself unexpectedly involved in organised crime, and as you can imagine, things get complicated from there. Big Mistakes has just dropped on Netflix.
The door is open, you're just standing there like an idiot. I didn't see a heads up. Get out of the truck. Get back in the truck. Get out.
Get the back in the truck.
Literally, just get in the truck. He knows where you live. I don't know where you think you're going. I don't know.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Hi, I'm Master Model Builder Soso at LEGO Discovery Center, Washington, D.C., inviting you to build the best spring break ever. Jump into a world of fun, creativity, and play at the ultimate indoor LEGO playground. Explore Mini World, created from over 1 million bricks. Join me in a creative workshop class. Ride Imagination Express. Enjoy a 4D movie. Discover eye-catching build and play zones, and much more at the LEGO Discovery Center, Washington, D.C. Get your tickets online now at legodiscoverycenter.com/Washington-DC.